John here from J-Tech. We're going to do a trailer inspection, pre-trip inspection. Alright, first of all, you want to come here and look for the vehicle inspection label. And in this compartment, you want to make sure that the inspection form is, paperwork is here. If it's not here, it's not clear for the road. You want to check the connection pins, make sure that they're not broken and not corroded. And you want to check the gland hands, make sure that the rubber's not rotted and that it's there and not torn. Also, on the Thermo King box, you want to make sure it's properly secure, not bungee cord together like it is here, and that since it deals with refrigerant, you want to make sure that it's not leaking refrigerant. And as you look at everything over, you want to make sure there ain't nothing broken. As you come on over, as you can see, this light fixture is missing, so that would disqualify it. As you looking down, you want to make sure it has the reflectant tape, and you want to make sure that there's no body damage on the side of the trailer. It's going to have a few scrapes, but that's fine as long as there's no major damage. As you come down here to the forward support leg, you want to make sure that the leg's not missing any hardware, and that the raising arm can raise it and lower it. It operates properly. And as you look underneath here, you see a fuel tank. Fuel tank for the Thermo King. As you can see, that it's all rusted. You want to make sure it's not leaking any fuel. Okay, up forward, where you can see where the tractor connects to the fifth wheel. You want to make sure it's properly greased and works properly. And while you're underneath here, you want to check the valve. Make sure that everything is, there's nothing, no damage. As you come on back here, you want to make sure there's no side markers missing on the placards. You notice that they're missing. Does it have the proper placards for whatever's being transported? Now, back here, you're looking at the tires. You want to make sure the tires got tread, not dry rotted. And you want to look at the lug nuts, make sure the lug nuts are there and the tires are properly inflated. You want to also look at the brakes, make sure you got good brake pads. Back here, you want to look at the air tank, make sure it's not leaking any air. You also want to look at the leaf spring, look at the condition of the leaf spring, and as you come on down here, you want to see the side marker that is there. And back here, back part of the trailer, as you can see that there's a broken reflector. You want to make sure the lights operate properly. And back here, you notice license plate. You want to make sure the light works and why it doesn't have a license plate for being on the road. You want to look at the door, make sure the hinges are working properly. And as you can see, there's a missing latch. And as we looking all over, want to make sure the door opens and closes properly. And looking at the other side, pretty much the same. You want to look down all down the trailer, make sure there's no physical damage, and all the rivets are there, and all the DOT reflective tape is there. And looking at the tires on this side, you want to make sure they're not dry rotted, not cracked, and they have proper tread. And the lug nuts, make sure they're there. And checking the tire pressure, and looking at the leaf springs on this side, and checking the brakes. And as looking all underneath, you can see there's quite a bit of rust, but there's really no physical damage. And as you look down, once again on this side there's placards missing. There should be placards for whatever's being transported. And on this side, looking at the other side of the support leg, same thing. You want to make sure that it operates properly. And as you come around here to the corner, as you can see, there's a side marker missing. And that includes our pre-trip trailer inspection. Thank you for watching.